What's going on, y'all? It's DG back with another video, and I wanted to start out by announcing my newest giveaway. I will be giving away my pair of AE1 Low Ascents. This is a size 10.5. I did pay, I think, $130.35 for these on Adidas, but I want better colorways, so I wanted to give this away to one of you guys. All you have to do to enter is subscribe to this YouTube channel, like this video, follow me on Instagram at DGHoops, and then most of all, you have to leave a comment down below with your IG handle and your thoughts on this video. Do not fall for any impersonator accounts or scam accounts or spam accounts. Do not engage with anyone who is not me. My accounts are verified. Even in the comments below, there's going to be some spam accounts telling you won something. Do not engage with them. So in this video, I wanted to just talk about my problems or my personal experiences and problems with some basketball shoes, especially on Nike and other brands as well, and just give you guys a different perspective and more so of a negative type of view. If you guys enjoy these videos, make sure to comment, like, subscribe again, especially if you want to enter the giveaway. But let's start out with the Nike GT Hustle 3, guys. This shoe is fun because the cushion is crazy. Cushion is definitely crazy, but it is unstable. It's probably the most unstable shoe that I've used or tested in a while. And it has its uses, but it is just not what I would recommend for any sort of guard. I would say if you're like Rudy Gobert, sure, because you have no moves, or you just like stand in the paint and, you know, play defense there, but you're not necessarily shifty, then this shoe might be good for you. But the cushion is just too much to recommend for any sort of guard. So with that said though, this shoe is very good for the reasons that I mentioned too, right? Its benefits are its downfalls. So the cushion is amazing. Cushion is very comfortable. So I would recommend this shoe if you are working out by yourself or need to do running on the court. If you have like suicides or sprints, this is a great shoe for that. Any lateral motion is just not good, guys. You're gonna like sprain your ankle or anything like that. And I don't even know how Wemby is playing in this shoe in the Olympics right now, but he is the face of the Hustle line, if you guys didn't know. But this colorway right here is so nice. I really want to get this shoe just for the collection and for the memories and just to work out in. Like, I think this is a great workout shoe. I just don't think this is a great game shoe for a lot of people. So that's my overall synopsis on this. My last takeaway is that they recently announced that Paige Buckets is going to get a PE of the GT Hustle 3, which is amazing. That is great. Bleacher Report actually said that it's the first collegiate athlete to get a PE, which is actually not true. Kiki Rice actually had a Jordan 38 low PE, like this Blossom PE at UCLA. So I'm not sure why they thought Paige was the first college athlete to get a PE, but nonetheless, she's getting a PE in the Hustle 3, which has me conflicted because I'm such a big fan of her, but also, why couldn't they give her a GT Cut 3? Why couldn't they give her a Kobe 5 or Sabrina 2? They should have gave her that for retail release. Like, it's crazy how they kind of put Paige and Wemby as the faces of the Hustle line, but Paige never really plays in them. She did play in the Hustle 2s a couple of times at UConn, but these, I do not see her playing in these at all because they're way too unstable, in my personal opinion. Maybe someone thinks different. Again, these are just my personal opinions, guys. Like, everything at the end of the day, I don't know everything. Everything at the end of the day is just my personal opinion. So if you guys disagree, please disagree. But I don't know why Paige would want to play in her own PE. Like, if they're not low to the ground, which is kind of her game, like she's like a very hybrid type of player, defense, shoot, pass, dribble, like she can do it all on the floor. So a Sabrina 2 PE or a GT Cut 3 PE would have been so much better for Paige. But at the same time, you got to understand this business. They plan these things months and maybe even years in advance for Paige. So like the fact that this news is coming out now is no surprise to Nike, but it is a surprise to us. So I just think of that from a business perspective, that they plan this out, you know, many months in advance, maybe even a year or two. But at the end of the day, GT Hustle 3, first shoe on the list that I will talk about. Let's move on to the next shoe. The next shoe is the Zion 3, guys. Zion 3 is, I'm on the record saying this last year, but this is probably one of the best looking, aesthetically best looking signature shoes on the market right now. This shoe is absolutely beautiful in my personal opinion. They also come in great colorways, although the slate right now isn't that amazing, but they look amazing to me. They really do look great. But the reason why it's on the list right now that we're going to talk about is because performance is not the greatest, okay? It picks up a ton of dust, even though the traction looks good. Traction looks good, but it picks up a lot of dust. And then the fit is probably the worst thing about the shoe. It's just super narrow. I'm not sure why they would give such a big guy like Zion such a narrow shoe. Maybe his foot is narrow. I'm not sure, you know, but they're very narrow. The cushion is okay, but I thought it would be a little bit better. It's very responsive, which is what you can expect, but for a drop-in, I thought it would be a little bit better. And I had such high expectations for this shoe, guys, but performance-wise, it wasn't the best, okay? Now, I think these are completely playable. If you're on a very clean court or regulated court, I think they're great. Or possibly, I never play on those courts, so I actually don't know. But at the end of the day, this shoe looks fire. This shoe looks fire, guys. This is honestly, man, if the performance was good on this shoe, everyone would be wearing it. That's how good this shoe looks. But it is not. Honestly, these should have been the 39. These should have been the 39, guys. The silhouette, at least. The silhouette. The look should have been the 39. Because, man, these shoes look good. But at the end of the day, it's on the list because the performance is not that great. And honestly, anyone who's had a pair may probably agree. Although, honestly, I'm probably going to offend someone by just this video alone. So, yeah, at the end of the day, in my opinion, this is not a great performance shoe. But if you're on a clean court, you know, if you're working out by yourself, you know, doing a little shoot around, it's probably adequate enough. But it just picks up a lot of dust, guys. Picks up a lot of dust. It's just very narrow. So let me know what you guys think of the Zion 3. All right, really quickly, I actually really like this shoe performance-wise, although it is a little bit unstable, especially because the cushion is a little bit higher off the ground. Obviously, Zoom X and full-length Zoom, and full-length Zoom X, like I said. But this colorway right here, I just bought this colorway. I just played in it earlier tonight, actually. I really like the performance. For me personally, again, everything's personal in my personal opinion, although it is a little bit unstable. But this colorway, why did they put white on the shoe, guys? Why did they put white? I am so confused. And if you buy this shoe and get the shoe in person, this white at the toe just looks weird to me, especially from a toe down view. I don't like it at all. They should have kept everything black. So that's why I wanted to talk about this shoe. I'm trying to go with the theme of the video here, just trying to be a little bit negative and give you guys like just my raw, honest thoughts about some of these shoes and colorways. And I've said this in a lot of my different videos, actually. Even for the Zion 3 review, I said the same thing. The GT Hustle 3, I definitely said the same thing. And even in my 39 review, I spoke on this colorway as well. So I'm just trying to do a dedicated video on this, but I don't know why they didn't put this all black. And if you guys notice the future colorways of 39, it's not monochromatic. They should have made a monochromatic pack, in my opinion. Black, you know, red, you know, Carolina blue, whatever, like that would have been much better, but it has white on the shoe. I'm not a fan of it. It honestly kind of like ruins the shoe, but I do like black overall, so I will continue to play in them, and I played in them earlier tonight and I like them, so it's all good. Talk about the Tatum 2. Okay, so the Tatum 2 is a good shoe. It's a solid shoe. Is it my favorite shoe? Not really, especially I'm only liking this colorway so far, the denim colorway. I only like this colorway. I think the rest of them are okay. Like the Sidewalk Chalk one is okay. It's not like the best feeling shoe, and a lot of other options out there are like very ready to go right out of the box. These you really have to break in. So that's my main thing about this shoe, although I do know that they kind of designed this shoe to minimize break-in, but the materials are like this canvas upper, so it does feel a little bit stiff. The traction also picks up a considerable amount of dust for sure, so these are solid shoes though. They're actually not too bad. It's just I'm trying to like find some gripes with them and keep you guys warned if you actually buy these shoes, so you're not surprised. So let's go through the list very quickly of all Nike basketball shoes. So KD17, they fit slightly long. In my opinion, they're not built on the same last as the 15 and 16, but they're still a good performer. They actually do feel like the 16 in my personal opinion. Sabrina 2 is a great shoe, but the bad thing about this shoe is that the Nike ID is just not available. They were available for like 1 to 2 days. Everyone ordered a bunch of pairs, and now they're just sold out. They're just sold out. I guess you have to check occasionally for the restocks, but I don't know why they're just not readily available. Luka 3 is a good shoe. I actually really like the fit in the Luka 3. I think the Luka 3 fits my foot perfectly, which is why I really like it, but it's not necessarily optimized for any performance category in my opinion. It's just like, it's a good shoe. It's not a great shoe, right? And if you can get them on sale, might as well. Book 1, I don't really have problems with the Book 1. It's actually really good in terms of materials. The materials on this shoe might be the best out of anything Nike has to offer right now, because it actually uses like suede and, you know, rugged suede or like leather and stuff like that. So I actually really like the Book 1. It is a little bit expensive. It actually doesn't really go on sale either, but I guess my main complaint is the colorways. Like the colorways are good, but the PE ones are much better. So I don't know why they don't release PEs. GT Cut 3, very expensive, but just get this one right here, 123, 34% off with extra 25. Just get that. GT Cut 3 is a good shoe. It's just has a little bit of a heel to toe drop, which may or may not be great for you. GT Jump 2 is a good shoe, but it's only for a specific playstyle. I actually think it's more stable than the Hustle 3, but if you don't play like a big guy or you don't jump out the gym, then I wouldn't recommend this shoe. Ja 1, good shoe. Honestly, it's a good shoe, especially for the price point. It's not bad. It really isn't. The only bad thing about this shoe is that it's a budget shoe. It retails for like 120, 110, and the materials are just not premium. LeBron 21, it's hard to say bad things about this shoe, especially at the price. Look at this, guys. 103 plus 25% off. That's a steal. That is a steal. That's basically 75 bucks or a little over 75. This shoe's a steal. Plays, I mean, it feels kind of heavy. It plays kind of heavy, but like the performance in this shoe is very good, especially for the price. So this might be the most bang for your buck shoe on the list from Nike. But yeah, everything else we kind of talked about. I don't think this is worth getting, or the next gen Amped is worth getting over these, especially because of the price. And then Nike GT Cut Academy is a very good shoe. Honestly, it's a very good shoe. It just bottoms out kind of quickly, and then the materials are budget, right? Because it's a budget shoe. We pretty much talked about everything on the list. Like, I wouldn't, like, honestly, would I get the Witness 8? Probably not, because the LeBron 21 is around the same price with the sale, right? It doesn't make sense to me. Unless you want like a more durable outsole. The Zoom Freak 5 is still very good, guys. Traction may not be the best because the grooves are very close together and it picks up dust. But again, for the price, like, you might as well get these over like the GT Cut 3 if you're like on a budget, you know? You gotta be practical with this stuff. But I've said a lot of these thoughts multiple times throughout my other performance reviews for each individual shoe, but I would love to just compile all of these thoughts in one video. Let's move on to Under Armour, and the shoe for Under Armour is the Curry 4. The Curry 4 Retro is very different from the original, and the reason why I point that out is because I have a huge Curry collection. I've been collecting, it was like, you know, I treated Currys like Jordan releases back in the day, and the 4 Retros definitely fit bigger. And obviously, like this, the more rings colorway does not look the same. Like, it has more speckles. Although I do like kind of like the aged outsole a little bit, and it does have some PE branding on the insoles, which I don't think we got on the originals. But the problem with this shoe is that it just fits big, and like the cushion is pretty much the same. There's practically no cushion in this shoe, but I don't know why they changed the fit. I think they took feedback from the original Curry 4 and was like, oh, this fits way too tight. It would cause a lot of blisters, if you guys don't remember that. Like, the original Curry 4 caused a lot of blisters. But the other point I wanted to talk about is that the Curry 4 Flowtro is arguably the best shoe with flow, and they never dropped them. They never released them. They did release a few of them. Like, I'll give them that. They did release a few of them, but I wish that they released more, because I honestly think it's their best, or it's one of their best flow shoes next to the Flow Future X Elite. So at the end of the day, guys, Under Armour needs to release more Curry 4 Flowtros. I honestly think it's an elite shoe. It really is. Absolutely love that shoe. The fit is like a sock. It literally looks like a sock. The Future X Elites are also very good. But if they could have the Future X Elites and then the Curry 4 Flotro as like options, top tier options, that would be amazing. But overall, that's the one thing I want to say about the Curry 4 in general, is that they fit big, or the retros fit big, but I wish they released more of the Flotros. And I know they have the Curry 4 Low Flotros, but they don't feel the same as the Curry 4 Flotro. Like, they don't feel the same as the regular Flotro. But at the end of the day, if they could put more colored flow as well, that's my feedback. I did relay that to the Under Armour team, which they're definitely incorporating, which is great. But I just want more for Flotros. Whoever has not had a chance to try that shoe, it is really, really fun to play in. And I tried to pick a shoe from Adidas, and this is the shoe that I'm giving away. But I wanted to expand my thoughts on this shoe because I did do a performance review. So please watch that first. Please watch the reviews, guys, because I really try to go and explain everything and my thoughts on these shoes. But overall, you know, in a summary, these shoes have a little bit of heel slip for me. I feel like, you know, it's 50-50. Some people feel that heel slip, some people don't. But for me personally, I did get it. And I do like the highs or the mids better than these. The mids also compress a little bit more in the cushion. Again, this is all my personal opinion. But like at the end of the day, these look great. These look great, but I was a little let down by the performance. I wouldn't say it's like a massive drop on the ball or whatever the phrase is. Like I wouldn't say they dropped the ball on these because these look great. And especially for the price, 110, I paid 120. Again, I'm giving these away right here, but overall, I just want better colorways. I will definitely get, you know, future colorways because Ant is one of my favorite players right now, and like he's like a legendary player in my opinion. He's going to be that way, and I'm so high on that guy. So overall, this is a great shoe. It's just, you know, performance-wise, it may not be the best. I actually like the mids a lot better. So that's my shoe from Adidas. And I really wanted to talk about this one, guys. I really wanted to go on a rant about the Wade slide. The Wade slide is a great slide, but the fit is so astronomically off. It's actually crazy. I don't know who wear tested this shoe. I don't know who managed to like make the mold or last for this shoe, but it is actually crazy. Like I would understand if it was a size off, like a Yeezy slide, you know, they fit small, but these fit like 2 sizes off at least. And maybe we're all just wearing the wrong size. Maybe we have no idea what our sizes are. And it's kind of crazy because the Way of Wade performance shoes, like the basketball shoes, all fit relatively good. Like they're all true to size, but they fit tight. So you just go half size up. These do not fit tight. They actually fit way too big. And it's a shame because they're so comfortable. And I feel like it just fits too big. It's very bouncy. It has that boom in there. And the rigorous slides, I actually really don't like the rigorous slides because the lockdown in the slides, like it's just misplaced in my opinion, or maybe that's just my foot shape. Like it curves right where your toes are, but like it should curve at the midfoot to like keep your foot locked in, not your toes locked in. So maybe just me and slides aren't good. The only slides I like are the Yeezy slides, although I really like these Wade slides. It's just the fit is off. That's my main thing. So if you're gonna buy these, I would honestly recommend going 2 sizes down. So in one of my previous videos, I actually gave some, you know, life advice or just like some introspective insights. And I kind of wanted to do that again because I'm a very introspective person. And the thought that's on my mind right now is that you can continue to grow, and any mistakes that you make are good. You're allowed to make mistakes. You're allowed to acknowledge those things. But the most important thing is if you're able to, you know, think for yourself and like really improve for the future, right? Like really just like sit down alone, think about like all of these things in your life and like see how you can move forward and be better as a person. So I wanted to relay that thought to you because I feel like over the course of my life, things aren't always great, but as long as you're able to just think for yourself, you know, just like be introspective and like really think about how you can improve and like be happy and think about how you can, I don't know how to say it, but like think about how you can just move forward in a better way that improves you and like really just like a level up, right? That is the most important thing. So I wanted to end this video with that thought. And if you want to enter the giveaway for the AE1 Low Ascents, all you have to do is like this video, subscribe to this YouTube channel, follow me on Instagram at DGHoops, and most of all, leave a comment down below with your IG handle as well as your thoughts on this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.